have started to play chess from August and I have observed the game closely. I'm still a beginner, but it taught me a lot of life lessons that I was in awe to learn them. And not just I learned them practically, but also I applied them in my life because when I was about to do something, my brain reminded me, oh, but look at this and look at that, and these life lessons are the one that I am about to share with you, so you can become a bit more smarter and emotionally intelligent as well. Focus on the long game in chess and in your life. If you are too much focused on the short game, if you crave instant gratification, if you give in to your cravings, or then you are bound to fail. Okay, for example, we are talking about chess, right? So I'm going to give an example from chess. Someone took your bishop. Okay, so now you got aggressive, like, because you thought that it was kind of unexpected for you, because you thought that it was safe, but it wasn't safe, so someone took it, and now your queen can take the bishop of let's say knight took your bishop. Okay, so now your queen can take the knight, but pause for a second and think, is it serving me long term? Like, if I can take the knight from my queen, yeah, like the revenge would be complete. I got this impulse and I can act on it, yes, but queen has more points. Queen is a bigger piece. Okay, you won't want to sacrifice your queen over a knight, right? But someone who's focused on short term, someone who react impulsively, someone who's like instant gratification, someone who craves instant gratification, they are gonna do it. They are gonna kill the knight, and if they kill the knight, their queen would get killed. Like, that's the rule. That's what I'm talking about. But someone who's focused on the long game, they are like, okay, this happened. It is quite sad that I made a mistake. I wasn't careful enough. But what I can learn from this mistake, and they don't kill the knight because their queen would be in danger in return. So as well in life, you need to focus on the long game. For example, your teacher is very rude, like very egoistic, and you have this like urge to to talk back to them, but if you're gonna do this, it's going to mess up in your exams. So you control yourself, you do not indulge in that impulsion, and you refrain yourself because it does not serve in your long-term goal, as well as in business, or as well as in your career, or in anything. For example, you just got your salary and now you saw this ad of something very beautiful, shiny and expensive, and now you want to buy it because you just got your salary. But if you are going to spend recklessly, it would bite in your ass later. So you don't do this because you are focused on your long game. Okay, it's similar with discipline, preferring what your future self would thank you for instead of what your present self craves. For example, you do not want to pray salah, but it would help you in your grave, right? It will help you on the day of judgment, so you get up anyway and you pray anyway. And I'm not just talking about this dunya. Focus on the akhirah as well, because this dunya is very short compared to the akhirah. And every successful person that, as I have observed, they are focused on their long-term goal. But as Muslims, our main long-term goal is our akhirah. So we need to think that, is it serving me in my akhirah? Would I be ashamed in front of Allah if I die now? So if the answer is no, don't do that, because you're focused on your long-term goal. Okay, you're focused on your long-term success. Master the art of deception. Appear weak when you are strong, and appear strong when you're. It's a famous quote from Sun Tzu from Art of War. And what it means is, do not reveal your true statement, because if you are going to reveal your true statement, your enemy would take advantage of it. So appear the opposite of it. Okay, so you can deceive them, you can gain the upper hand, you can play the bigger game, you can you are always one step ahead from your enemy. People that know how to play chess, they are masters of it. They know how to deceive their opponent so they can gain the upper hand, so they can win. They play passive moves that hide deep traps, they may appear to make a blunder, but it's all their strategy in the end. You can apply this as well. If you observe humans, at first the impression that humans give, they are rarely like that. Could be very loud, someone could be very authoritative, and seems to appear very confident, but it's all a mask. It's like their personality is totally the opposite of it, and they are masking it to appear different than they actually are. And the person that is quiet and the person that is observing the room, he appears to like not even have any significant appearance or any significant aura, but usually these people are the one that have the power. Usually these people are the one that are the masterminds, not the one that are appearing. Master this art, whether in chess or in real life, the game will ultimately will be yours. The lesson number 3 is sometimes you need to sacrifice for the bigger gain. Sometimes you need to even sacrifice your queen, okay, because your ultimate goal is checkmate. So in order to get to that goal, you need sacrifices. So do not take it personally. In real life, you need sacrifices as well. In order for you to lose weight, you need to sacrifice eating junk food, even if you love them the most. And if you want to achieve something, build a business, or do something in your life, you need to build your discipline. If you want to become a boxer, you need hours of training, okay? So you need sacrifice to achieve something. So if you are focused on your main picture, if you're focused on what you want, these sacrifices would be worth it. To be grateful that you made those sacrifices, and in the moment they might not seem good, but as I've said before, focus on the long picture, focus on the main picture, and do the sacrifice, and so you can achieve your goals, or you can be where you want to be. Number 4 is not every opportunity is for your benefit. Sometimes it could be a trap. So for example, you see your opponent blundered his queen, but it was all a strategy, and you just hurry to kill the queen, but you did not see the bigger picture. You did not see that it was a trap, it was not an opportunity. Similarly in life, people lure you in instant success, like instant money, instant fame, and you get blinded by it. You are like, okay, they are promising me this and that, so I just need to do this because I'm going to have this. No, it could be a trap, it could be a scam. Be careful about that. When you are making decisions, be careful, because you might see yourself stuck in a trap that you thought was an opportunity, but in reality it was not. Lesson number 5 is you win more by doing instead of just planning, instead of just thinking. The more you make mistakes, the more you learn, okay? It's inevitable in chess as well in life to not make mistakes. You are going to make mistakes, but best of mistakers are those that learn from their mistakes. It reminded me of the hadith, all Ibn Adam are sinners, but best of sinners are those that repent. So it's inevitable for you to make mistakes, it's inevitable for you to sin, but you are going to learn the lesson, you are going to repent from it, so you do not repeat the mistake. Another lesson is things don't always go as you plan. Just something that happened to me, because as you can see the background has shifted because someone interrupted me and something happened that I had to change the background. So things just don't always go as you plan. As in chess, you might plan a strategy, but your opponent don't go with your rules, or your opponent comes up with a better plan. So in chess and in real life, learn to understand that things don't always go as you plan. Either you complain, whine, and eventually give up, or either you take those circumstances and then you get up again and you say that I fucking refuse to give up. I'm going to take the circumstances that life has thrown at me, and I'm going to go from here and do it anyway.